I'm going to review a few terms with you, some vocabulary, and you'll tell me which of these you know and which you have no clue what the definition is. Okay? So the way we're going to do it is I'm going to give you 5 terms, and then in this order I'm going to give you definitions, and you'll try to match the terms with the definitions.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, good.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So,
Bonds.
so I dictate, you write them, and you send them to me one by one. Bonds.
Real estate. Mutual funds.
Certificate of deposit. So, do you know the definition to all of these?
No, not all of these.
Which ones do you know?
I think I know real estate.
So what is real estate?
I'm thinking of buying land or buying a building or house.
Okay, good. Houses, buildings, land. Which other ones do you know?
Stocks,
What are stocks?
when you participate to a company,
Participate in a company.
in a company.
Well, that's kind of vague. What do you mean participate?
You buy parts of the company.
Okay, and how do we call the parts that you buy?
Stocks?
You can say, well, you can say I own stock, I own IBM stock, but the individual parts that you buy are called shares.
True.
So you buy shares of a particular stock. Okay, and the other 3?
I have no clue what
You're not so sure.
certificate of deposit is, and mutual funds.
And bonds?
And bonds, I would know the French word, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 definitions, and you match them with one of those 3. Okay?
Okay.
This is a collection or portfolio of investments in different companies. They are usually managed for the investor by brokers, banks, or investment companies.
So a portfolio of investments. Which one would that be?
Mutual funds?
Mutual funds. Correct.
When a company or a government needs money, they can sell these. After a fixed time, they repay the money plus interest.
Bonds?
Bonds. And so the last one is when an investor puts his money in the bank for a fixed amount of time.
The bank pays a higher interest rate, but the investor loses the interest if he withdraws his money early.
Now I would like you to tell me which ways you think are the safest, which one are the riskiest, and in your case, what would you do or what do you do?
So stocks are, let's say, bonds are safer than stocks, right?
Why are they safer?
They are not changing potentially as quickly as stocks can.
Okay, instead of changing, we would use another term.
Which would be?
Which would be to vary.
To vary.
The variation is less, or they vary less.
I think the safer could be real estate.
The safest.
Safest, yeah.
The safest of them all?
Maybe mutual fund, or maybe certificate of deposit is safer.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because if the price of housing goes down,
Mm-hmm.
then real estate is not as safe as a certificate of deposit. And bonds usually are the safest because they are guaranteed by the government in most cases.
So certificate of deposit, then bonds, then real estate, then mutual funds, and then stocks.
Mm-hmm. So what do most investors do? Do they invest all their money in the same product, or they do something else?
No, they split between different products.
So we wouldn't say they split. We would say that they... What would they do? They divide the risk, or they spread out the risk. Do you know this word, to spread out?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. How do you spell spread?
S-P-R-E-A-D.
Okay. Can you give me an example with the verb to spread? What can spread? Or what can you spread? In the morning, you can spread something onto something else for breakfast.
Butter on bread, or?
Yeah, you can spread butter on bread, jam on top of the butter.
But then you say spread only, or you say spread out?
No, it's spread only.
Okay.
And a rumor can spread as well.
Oh, yeah.
A disease can spread.
Mm-hmm.
Panic can spread.